great seeing you. And I assume you're in Edmonton right now as we speak.
I'm in balmy Edmonton. A little chilly out here right now, but it's going to warm up for Junos.
That's what I wanted to ask you, man. What's the weather like right now?
You know what? It was minus 25 this morning. I think it's about minus 15 right now, but it's a dry cold, as everybody tells me out here.
Well, you know what? Everybody's looking forward to it because Edmonton is right now the home of Canada's biggest music week and also Canada's biggest music night. How does it feel that the Junos are back in full form, the way it's, well, almost the way it's supposed to be, because we'll explain a little bit of that about that in a second.
Yeah, listen, it is great to be back on the road, getting the Junos out to the people. We have not been in Edmonton for 19 years, and so thrilled to be back here. And the Edmonton Host Committee, the people of Edmonton, I've been here for 3 days now. There is excitement. There is Juno paraphernalia all over the city. They're excited, and we're excited. We're super excited to be here and very excited for the show we're going to promote and all the different events going on. As you said, this is our first Juno since 2019, where we have a full slate of events happening again. So really, really excited about that.
I'm actually looking forward to the cold because I remember last year here in Toronto, which was great, but man, it was hot.
Who would have thought 27 degrees, May 15th.
Yeah. So no, all good with that. But here's the thing. So people who don't realize this, of course, the Junos is happening on the Monday, not the traditional Correct. Sunday. Please explain that very quickly.
Well, we were all scheduled to happen on a Sunday. We announced it actually last year at the Toronto Junos. And literally 5 days after we announced, the Oscars decided they were also going to be on Sunday, March 12th. So we were able to talk to the Oilers Entertainment Group here who run Rogers Place, and we moved one night onto the Monday, March the 13th. So anybody coming out, remember it's Monday, and also remember daylight savings time kicks in on Saturday night. So a few people may be sleeping in on Sunday morning, missing a couple things, but we'll get them all ready by Monday.
There you go. So what is going to be happening? Because, of course, one of the things I love to talk to you about is Juno Week. A lot of events happening before the big broadcast. What's going to be happening?
Yeah, look, everybody knows about the TV show, but not everybody knows about all the other things that happen. There's a bunch of events that we're bringing back this year, things like the Junior Junos, all the children's nominees performing, the Juno Fanfare. Those events are long sold out. There's been such an amazing reaction here in the city. But two events that are sort of my two personal favorites. The first one being Juno Cup. Jim Cuddy is back, bringing out the rockers versus the athletes at the downtown arena here, the community arena at Rogers Place. Jim has been championing this cause for MusiCounts for years, helping raise money for our charity that puts instruments into kids, or into instruments in the hands of kids, I should say. And so, yeah, a fantastic lineup of artists and athletes to play. So that's going to be happening on Sunday afternoon. A few changes to our whole schedule, the way things have landed. And the other one also happening on Sunday is the Juno Songwriter Circle. As we say, this is the jewel of Juno weekend. It is personally my personal favorite of what happens during the Junos. This is a chance to come and hear from the creators, the artists who wrote these songs, in a really intimate setting at the Winspear Theater. That is just vocal, guitar, piano. It is the song that you hear on the radio and you hear through your DSPs stripped down to its core. And then the stories about how it was actually created. So an amazing lineup of artists for that. That is a do not miss opportunity. It is by far the best event of the weekend. But the other big one, honestly, is, and this is, I think, really important for everybody to understand, is Juno Fest is back and in full flesh. We've got 10 different venues in the city, 50 different artists performing, some of them nominees coming from across the country, a lot of them being local, either Edmontonians or Alberta artists here, emerging talent. And, you know, the live music industry has gone through a real challenge over the last few years. And so getting out and supporting Canadian artists in these venues, A, it's going to be a lot of fun, but B, it's also going to be a really good thing to do.
Yeah, no, lots of stuff that's going to be happening too. Now, we always have to use the term broadcast on Monday, and there's a reason, because there's something else that happens on Saturday, because there's so many awards. We got to make sure everybody gets their awards, but not all of it can be televised. So what's happening on the Saturday?
Sure. So we actually give out 46 awards at the Junos and a couple special achievement awards on top of that. You can't do that on a TV show. There's 5 awards in the TV show. There's 41 awards handed out at the Juno's opening night awards, which happened on Saturday at the Edmonton Convention Center. And that is an event pretty much closed to the music industry and all the nominees. 1,200 plus people will be in there celebrating, hearing some music, and finding out who the winners are of the majority of those awards. So that takes place on Saturday night. Again, a bit of a change that's going to kick things off this year for us. But some amazing nominees this year. And so very excited to see how things all play out.
What can you tell us about the broadcast? What are going to be some of the fun things that we're going to get a chance to see? Can you give us a few hints? I know you don't want to give everything away.
Yeah, sure. Look, being in Edmonton, the opportunity to induct Nickelback in their home province, they're from Hanna, Alberta. The guys were absolutely stunned when we asked them to accept this honor. They are the 11th biggest selling group of all time. And to have this celebration here in their home province where they started out, I got to say, they have got quite a performance planned. It's going to blow the roof off Rogers Place. Literally, it's going to be incredible. A whole lot of pyro.
That's the way it always is too. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is there something going on with celebrating hip hop? Yes or no?
There is. We are going to be doing a nod to the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and bringing back some of the OGs, Mishi Me, the Dream Warriors, Chalk Claire, sort of all narrated and hosted by Cardinal Fish, Alan Hawaii Mighty. Toby will also be part of that, and then it'll all kind of wrap up a nice bow with Maestro Fresh West. So really excited. We did a wonderful tribute a couple of years ago for the 30th anniversary wrap in Canada with the Junos. And now with our brothers to the south celebrating the 50th anniversary, we thought, you know what, here's another thing we need to do and acknowledge what truly is a cultural movement that has taken over the globe. And to recognize Canada's contributions to that, I think is really, really important.
You definitely did that from last year to this year, but we could look at next year too. I saw an email. There was an announcement happening on what's going on next year with the Junos, somewhere that I have never had a chance to go to, but it looks like I'm going to have to book a plane ticket to our next venue for the Junos.
Yeah, you know what? It is so great to be returning to Halifax. We've not been there since 2006. And this is time for some East Coast hospitality. Nobody does that quite as well as people out in the East Coast. They are the salt of the earth. And so we're really, really excited to go back to Halifax to host the 2024 Junos. It'll be March 24th will be the broadcast. Again, a whole Juno week leading up to that. So, yeah, get ready, Rudy. Come to the East Coast and get ready for a great time.
In the meantime, Edmonton is the place to be. I cannot wait. Like I said, I'm flying out Saturday morning. I'll be there Saturday afternoon, and I will be there for the opening dinner for the first set of awards. I'm looking forward to seeing you and everybody down there, my friend. Have a great time. And I know you're not going to get any sleep. So all I can say to you is party hard, but have a great time. Thank you so much for the interview.
Always got to talk to you, Rudy. We'll see you in a few days.